Hi friends, my book today is called Being Thankful, and it's written by Mercer Mayer. I stopped my scooter in front of the toy store. Wow, I wish I had a Speed Blaster ZZ scooter with the silver wheels, I said. You already have a scooter, said Mom. It's not nearly as good as the Speed Blaster ZZ, I said. On our way home, we passed the movie theater. Boy, I wish I could go to the movies. But we're going to watch a movie at home tonight, said Mom. We did watch a movie on our TV, but it wasn't nearly as good as being in a movie theater with popcorn. The next day at school, Gator was wearing a brand new AR Flyer sneakers. I wish I had a brand new AR Flyer sneakers instead of my plain old blue ones. At home, when it was little sister's turn to use the computer, I asked when I was going to get a computer of my own. But you have a computer, said Mom. Sharing isn't as good as having your own computer, I said. How do you think Mommy's feeling? Look at her face. How do you think she feels about him saying that he needs his own instead of sharing? At dinner, I wish we could go to a restaurant instead of eating at home. I like having dinner at home, said Dad. Don't you wish we had a bigger house with a pool and an elevator, I asked. I like our house just the way that it is, Mom said. As we were reading before bed, Dad stopped the story and said, there are a lot of people who would love to have things like ours. You should be thankful for what we have. Instead, you are focusing on what you don't have. On Saturday, Tiger's dad took us for a ride on his boat. I wish we had a boat, I said. Going on a boat ride is fun, said my dad. Not as much fun as having your own boat, I said. The next day, our whole family went out for ice cream. The boy behind us got a giant ice cream sundae with whipped cream and a cherry on top. I wish I had a sundae instead of this boring cone. But little sister bumped into me and I dropped my ice cream cone. Look what you did, I said. I wish I had a big brother instead of a dumb little sister like you. Oh no, little sister started to cry. Say you're sorry, little critter, said my mom. You didn't want your ice cream anyway. So he wasn't being nice and he made little sister cry. The next day, I went to Grandma and Grandpa's farm. I helped Grandma feed the chickens. See how happy the chickens are to eat their seeds, Grandma asked. I smiled. Grandma was right. The next day, I helped her feed the pigs. See how happy the pigs are to eat our leftover food, said Grandma. Cute little piggies, I said, and I smiled again. It felt good to make the farm animals happy. Then we picked blueberries. I wanted blueberry pancakes, but Grandma and I made Grandpa's favorite, blueberry pie instead. I wanted to pet White Kitty, but then Gray Kitty jumped in my lap, so I petted her instead, and that made Gray Kitty happy. After that, I wanted to watch TV, but instead, Grandpa played his ukulele and Grandma and I sang along. And that made everyone happy. The next morning, I found a blue rock next to my bed. Why did you give me a rock, Grandma? I asked. It's a thankful rock. I have one too, Grandma said, and she showed me her green rock. Remember how happy the farm animals were with what they had? And how happy we can be when we decide to appreciate what we have? I nodded. Then Grandma Grandpa pulled his thankful rock out of his pocket. That's what it means to have gratitude. To be thankful for everything in your life, said Grandpa. Sometimes I forget, and I look for my thankful rock, and I am thankful for all the things that I have. When I got home, little sister yelled, I wish I got to go to the farm instead of staying at our boring house. Mom looked at me, and I wish I had brand new purple overalls with silver sparkles like Bunny instead of these yunky old pink ones. Little sister, I brought you something. What do you think he's going to give her? I gave little sister a red, thankful rock. I explained what Grandma and Grandpa had told me about being thankful. When I start wishing for stuff, I look at the rock and I remember all of the good stuff I already have. Then you'll start feeling happy again. Try it, you'll see. Little sister gave me a hug. The next day, little sister took her thankful rock everywhere she went. She even kept it on her pillow at night. I think she's happier already. That was a great story about being thankful for everything you have.